Not only is no one in the West beating Phoenix, no one in the entire NBA is beating Phoenix. I'm calling it right now.
Wow.
They are the NBA champion favorites. Yes. I mean, they are on a mission. Nobody's going to stop them. Look, they got a legit big three that fits together.
Well, they're the best team in the NBA.
They are, but I'm saying...
This game today was a message from the Suns. If we happen to meet in the finals again, not going to be the same pushover that we were last year.
Best team in the West, who's the best team in the NBA? It's the Phoenix Suns. And you know what? They have to continue every single...
It's going to be brought on Luka, and I think it's going to be too much for him in this particular series. And that's why I say Booker will have the biggest impact on this series, and I think that the Suns are going to win this series in 6 games.
Suns, Dallas, Memphis, Golden State, Milwaukee, Boston, whoever it is, I'm christening the Phoenix Suns.
Say it right there.
That was badass.
I got one thing to say, fellas.
Suns and four.
Warriors, come out and play. Oh, sorry. Just a song I heard earlier. YouTube. Glow Gang. MFFLs. What's good, everybody? What is good? Hey, man, we're glad y'all here rocking with us on the late one tonight, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs production. Listen, guys, if you don't know by now, I am the guy that is still holding on faith. Sons and four. It is your boy, Rick. And joining me is a man that just won't drop the title. He's not going to drop it. It is my co-host, King. What's up, man? King, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me do it right. Kingstradamus. How you doing, man?
Thank you. Thank you very much. I will only be addressed as that from now on. I only accept that title, Kingstradamus. But I appreciate you, brother. How you doing?
No problem, man. No problem. We'll oblige you. Thank you. Look, man, joining us as a returning. This guy here is somebody we're still trying to follow in his footsteps. We're still trying to get there with him. I'd like to introduce y'all once again to our boy, fellow MFFL, TGK. What's good, man?
Man, what's good, bro? Happy to be back on. We're in the Western Conference Finals, bro.
Hold on, say that one more time, TGK.
We're in the Western Conference Finals, my guy. It's been how many years? Like it's been 11 years.
Yes, sir.
Like we got to enjoy every single bit of these games, this moment, and these days that we get to say that the Mavs are in the playoffs, man. It's been 11 years, and so to be back and to be doing shows like this is dope, bro. This is dope. We're in a good spot right now.
You know what? It's funny you said that because the content makes itself when the Mavs keep winning these games. You're going further into the playoffs. Like, nah,
yes, sir.
You're definitely right.
Yes, sir.
For those who don't know, if y'all want to get to know TGK, I have his stuff down in the description down below, his Instagram and his YouTube channel, guys. Please follow him on both. You would not be disappointed. So, for those who are joining us tonight, guys, I know y'all used to seeing us do videos right after the game, but tonight we're going to switch it up. We are doing the preview of the Western Conference Finals matchup of the Dallas Mavericks and the Phoenix Suns. We're going to kind of give you guys our opinions of what we think will happen And I know the one opinion that everybody's looking forward to is what do we have the series going. So we're going to do all that tonight, man. So, fellas, y'all ready to get into it, man?
Yes, sir.
So this here, King, these are going to be the key players for the series. You got Stephen Curry. He's averaging about 25, 5, and 6. And, of course, y'all already know who the other guy is. Number 77 himself, 28, 9, and 8. He's almost averaging a triple-double, fellas. Almost averaging a triple-double. And that's because he's had a few games here where his assists have not been up to par as they normally are, but damn it, them scores are going up, though, man. They dominating. So there are some injuries in this series. Here are the injuries for Golden State. I don't know if Iguodala is actually going to play tomorrow. I know it says a game time decision, but I'm hearing different things on him. And of course, I know Gary Payton is out. But I think King was talking to me and TGK before we started. He was hearing that he might be playing in game one. They've been trying to get him back. They're trying to get him back. So they're slowly but surely trying to work him back into some type of game shape before they play us tomorrow. Which, I mean, if that's what y'all want to do, that's fine. And for Dallas, it's no surprise. It's Tim Hardaway Jr. Because I know a lot of people have been asking what's up with Tim Hardaway. And to be honest with y'all, I really think that Tim Hardaway is going to be out for the rest of the season. I'm sorry, Mavs fans. I know for those who are really wanting him to play, I think that's going to be the case, y'all. I think he's out for the season. It's not because he's still hurt. I think that's Jason Kidd's decision to have him still out. Just some numbers here too, fellas. Oh, I'm sorry to put this first. These are just some matchup numbers, man. These are teams' overall numbers. Points per game, defense, of course, pace. As y'all see, Dallas is last in the league in pace. We already know how that is. Dallas so far in the playoffs this year have dominated with their pace, and they've done that to perfection. To perfection. You had Phoenix, one of the highest paced teams in the league, slowed them down. Utah wasn't a fast paced team, but it was a battle of slow paces, and Dallas won out in that one, as y'all know. Mm-hmm. With all that being said, fellas, y'all ready to get into it?
Sure.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into what are y'all takeaways from this matchup?
Go ahead,
TK.
Oh, okay. The matchups. I mean, I get to thinking, like, I've been thinking all day since we beat the Suns and all night. It's like, who on the Warriors is going to even guard Luka? Like, you could throw out all the names you want. You could throw out Draymond, Wiggins, playoff Wiggins that I've heard, Curry, Clay. Unfortunately, Gary Payton is out. That's unfortunate because I wanted to see it. But with all those players, like, let's be honest. And not to be a brag, not to even be a homer. It's just like, let's be honest. Like, we got a 6'8" guy, 240 plus pounds. Legs are like tree trunks. Ain't nobody going to guard him. At the end of the day, no one's going to guard him, especially on this team. Like with the Phoenix Suns, I felt, all right, Crowder got some size. He still got some youth, or what I think he does. Bridges, one of the best defensive players in the league. And then you had Cam Johnson, Chris Paul, Booker, right? Booker's a great defensive player, quote unquote. But when it comes to the Warriors, I don't see anybody being able to stop him. And so the matchup is really going to come down to him getting doubled and triple teamed, and who's going to be those ISO players after that. When you throw the ball to Brunson or Dinwiddie, who's going to be left to guard those guys? If it's going to be Looney on Dinwiddie or Looney on Brunson, the Mavs are right where they need to be, even if those scenarios come up. So as far as this entire matchup is concerned, I just see the Mavs have a massive advantage when it comes to the mismatches in the mismatch. I mean, in the matchup.
In the matchup, yeah. What you got, King? I'm sorry. King Street Diamonds, what do you have?
Ha!
I got Suns in 4. That's it.
That's what I got. Good night, everybody.
But nah. I don't think the Warriors have a chance. I know I was talking to you guys a little earlier before the show, giving you my prediction. I'll save it for later. But I don't think the Warriors have any chance at all. I've seen this story enough. I've seen since Luka has been a rookie that he's been able to actually destroy that system that Steve Kerr defense, I guess. Whatever scheme they throw at him, even Kevin Durant, without Kevin Durant, it doesn't matter whoever they throw at him. I know they're talking on the TV shows a lot of Draymond Green right now. If they don't know, I'm guessing the media doesn't watch again the games when we play. Draymond Green has no chance of defending Luka Doncic. I'm going to tell you guys, if you don't watch it and you never watched the Warriors play the Mavericks before, Draymond Green, when you watch this matchup, you're going to think Draymond Green cannot play defense. That's how bad Luka Doncic has Draymond Green looking when he plays him. Andrew Wiggins has no chance. I like to see Kuminga, thrown a little bit more against him. I like to see that matchup. I don't think Kuminga is seasoned enough to deal with Luka. And I think Gary Payton Jr. the second was really their best option. He was a guy that was like pestering Luka. He was one of those guys, and that's why they're pushing him back, really just to play defense. I still don't think he can play him one-on-one. He'll need help. And if he's out there with a broken elbow, then he'll be absolutely done on offense, and it'll be a single man where Luka can just rest. So I think the Warriors are in trouble. I think Dwight Powell's going to feast. I think that's the X factor in this series that people just aren't thinking about. Dwight Powell now is over with dealing with big guys as far as guys that can stop him from his lob threat. I think from now on he can be that Dwight Powell we saw the second half of the season. He's playing the best basketball of his career, and I just don't think the Warriors have that great of a defense in general. I think Jalen Brunson's going to feast. I think Spencer Dinwiddie can feast if he wants to. I think a lot of guys are going to feast on this Warriors defense. I think you're going to see Dorian Finney-Smith and all doing cuts to the rim for dunks and things like that a lot. Reggie's going to be great on defense. Reggie's been incredible against Steph Curry this year, most smaller guards in general. He's held Steph Curry to 20 points, I think, just at the line this season, and we played him 4 times. I think Steph played in all 4 games, I believe. Yeah, man, Klay Thompson, he may get hot, in a stretch or whatever. He's just Klay Thompson, but overall, I don't expect a big impact from him in this series as far as overall scoring or, defense either. I don't think he can play Luka. He was questioning retiring last time Luka played against him. He was throwing the ball and going on a temper tantrum and all. Real tough. Last time the Mavericks played the Warriors, we destroyed them. And so yeah, man, I really think people are holding on to that Golden State dynasty of the past and going with the likings of that and saying that they have, the Mavericks can't beat them. There's no chance, but we'll see. I'm telling you, once this series starts, that whole narrative is going to switch real quick because they got the wrong underdog. The best team, I heard, to be the best, you got to beat the best. We just beat the best. That was the team we were worried about. I'm not worried about Golden State. They got to worry about us.
I 100% agree. Bro, y'all hear some points. There's a few things that I'm taking out of this matchup. I think we talked about it, King, on maybe our last video. We talked about how the reason why we feel like this is more of a favorable matchup because they don't have a big. Like y'all been saying, Luka's going to feast in the paint. And so another thing, too, is this is going to play more into the strength of our perimeter defenders. And let me tell you why. Because like I said, with no big to double down on in the paint, to kind of flash on in the paint, none of that. Now our perimeter guys can stay on the perimeters and build on our strength, which is our defense, 3-point defense. And that helps out a lot for us in this series because we already know you got 2 of the 3 2 of the 3 best 3-point shooters of all time. That's gonna help out a lot.
2 greatest.
You said what?
The 2 greatest.
I'm sorry, yeah, 2 greatest. I'm sorry.
I ain't not 2 of the 3.
Yeah. And so I think that's gonna play into it. The fact that now it's going to be because this team does not have a big, we don't have a big, it's going to be more about you dominating your individual matchups. And so now that we finally have a team we can be comfortable with, because I also feel like, too, we have perfected this style of play this year over what Golden State does. And Golden State also does one thing, too, that kind of irks a lot of people that I know that are Golden State fans, and that's they turn the ball over a lot.
Yes.
So that's going to play right into Dallas' hand. You're talking about a team that don't turn the ball over compared to a team that does turn the ball over. Yep. Y'all thought that Phoenix was turning the ball over. This is what they normally do. This is what Golden State normally does. They normally turn the ball over a lot. And so And a lot of that has to do too with, Steph. I think a lot of people, look at Steph as being a scorer, which is what he is. Steph can play make a little bit, but that's not his strength. And so when he starts trying to play make, which is a lot of times is because people are trying to get the ball out of his hands on double team stuff like that. He tried to play make. That's where a lot of turnovers come in. And so if you can kind of force Steph into being a playmaker, I know it's easier said than done, but if you can force Steph into being a playmaker, that can help out and for us a lot, because like I said, we know with Jason Kidd in this offense, the pace is going to be key too. Warriors are a fast team. They're one of the fastest teams in the league. We've played against them before, and that's how we beat them in the 3 games that we did win out of the 4. Dominated with our pace, and I think that Dallas is going to take advantage of that. I am curious to see how Kidd comes out the gate with this, because like y'all said, we haven't won the first game of both the last 2 series. It'd be nice to jump on them early and get one in. It's like Kidd and them, they come in with their with their game plan, kind of see what the other team does, and then adjust in the second game. I think this time we need to have a kind of come up with an idea of how we think Steph and them are going to play. And I think me and King talked about this before. Jordan Poole is going to be the key for them. If you can kind of make Jordan Poole be the guy as far as like, they going to win or lose with him, I'm cool with that. As long as you get the ball out of Steph's hands, I'm cool with Jordan Poole going out there jacking up as many shots as he wants. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot to take away from this game as far as matchups. But like y'all said, we're gonna get into our predictions or whatever, man. But I think this bodes well for Dallas, man. If we could just take care of game 1, I think that'll set the kind of the
Tone.
the take for us, I guess you could say. So hopefully come in and take care of game 1, get your momentum going, because right now you do have the momentum because you just beat the number 1 team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And with your momentum, you can take care of game 1. That means that we automatically taking home court advantage from them. And so far, I think Dallas and Golden State are the only 2 that are undefeated at home right now in the playoffs. So that's going to be another test. If Dallas can just come in and jump on this team early, man, and just take care of business, top 6 defense in the league, show the league why you're a top 6 defense.
Well, what is Draymond Green going to do offensively? That's my question.
That's another reason why I was saying matchups, because Draymond not going to really do nothing offensively, literally nothing. Powell has been shown not to pretty much do anything offensively in the last 2 series that we played in. So it's going to be 4-on-4 out there pretty much. But I'm not pressing 4.5 because I think Powell will do a little bit more on offense. Like he'll try to do something on offense compared to Draymond. He's not doing nothing at all.
So you don't think Powell's going to feast?
I think he can. Because like I said, they don't have a big man.
Yeah, I don't think Draymond's going to score at all. So what I'm saying is, like, I think Luka can play Draymond defensively. So you put Luka on Draymond defensively.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Yep, on every pick and roll, like say if Steph Curry pick and rolls, you double off the pick and roll and make Draymond Green beat you. Make Draymond Green beat you. Like whatever happens, you double off of it. So if they do want to play a pick and roll with Luka and let him be on Steph, nope. You double off of it and let Draymond Green run to the rim or try to do whatever he's going to do. I will put everything on Draymond Green and let Draymond Green beat the Dallas Mavericks if he can beat us.
Well, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
That's my philosophy, because then you got Luka. If they don't do pick and rolls, Luka can just save his energy on defense with Draymond Green, and he'll be averaging 35 in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask y'all a question. Who do y'all think they're going to have on Steph primarily?
Reggie Bullock.
I think early on, for pick and roll purposes, you probably want Jalen on them just to see how it starts out, because they're going to try to pick and roll Luka to death, right? So if you get Jalen on them and you pick and roll Luka and you have to double Curry, right? If he has the ball and you double Curry, then the 3 players behind them are going to be your best defensive players regardless. So you have Bullock, Finney-Smith, maybe Kleba or Powell right behind them to defend them. So I think with the whole, Bullock is going to be your best defender for Curry, but I think just early on, you probably want to see what Brunson can do. Just early on.
I think, too, like they did in the last game they won against them in the regular season, maybe trap Curry, at the half-court line to kind of get the ball out of his hands. But I think the difference with that one, too, is Draymond didn't play in that game, too, so I guess that was had a lot to do with it, which is why I was saying from that game, you saw how many turnovers he had because he was trying to be a playmaker. You forced him to be a playmaker. You know,
Yeah,
try to get the
I'm glad
ball out of his hands and try to make him make a decision on trying to pass to somebody.
No, I'm glad you said that because I rather Draymond. I rather we get the ball out of Draymond's hand at half court because if they get a rebound, he's running the court. He's running up the court, facilitating, gonna get the best shot. He's just that much of a playmaker when it comes to facilitating. I'd rather get the ball out of his hands at half court, give it to Curry, and let him take a bad shot. Like I think I said in this video that I shot, like his efficiency is what's gonna make or break for the Warriors. If he's shooting below like 37% from three, that's a wrap. Because Clay can't create his own shot like that. And Poole, I just think the moment's going to be too big for Poole to start with. So it all boils down to Curry's efficiency. And if we could just affect it to where he's shooting like 42 from the field overall and like below 37% from the three, I like our chances.
I think going back to the defensive question you asked, I think they're going to put Reggie on Steph, at least to start the series. They may end up putting Dodo on him and switching it off and putting Reggie on Clay. And then they may put Luka on Wiggins, and then put Jalen Brunson on what's his name? We just talked about him. Draymond Green.
Oh, Draymond.
As far as having him sit there, because Jalen Brunson actually is an underrated defender. Like people think he just is out there and he's just getting abused as well. Like, no, I watched the tape on Jalen Brunson playing Devin Booker and all. And he was moving his feet, standing in front of Devin Booker, getting Devin Booker to draw charges and all.
Right.
But I do think they'll play that matchup that way. I just don't think Clay will be able to move as much. I think between the locksmiths, as we call them on the show, I think that they're going to shut those two guys down like they've been shutting the guys down in the regular season and the postseason. Nothing's going to change. I think Steph Curry's had trouble against these guys. I think he's going to continue to have trouble. I think Klay Thompson may have a game where he's just nuclear, you feel me, and just making shots where you can't do anything because he can get maybe hotter than anybody ever at a time. We could just do that. So that's what Klay can do maybe, but just on the normal, I don't think Klay's going to do a whole bunch. Jordan Poole may have a game where he's the leading scorer, like Jordan Clarkson did for us, for the Utah Jazz against us in the first series where he gave us one game where he gave us work. I just don't think that old Warriors squad, that one that everybody thinks, where Clay and Steph is both going for 30, with Draymond giving you 20 possibly, and then another guy, that team isn't there anymore. And if they play Jordan Poole in that death lineup, we're going to destroy that death lineup. Like, I think that death lineup, they call it 2.0.
DEFCON 3 or something.
Yeah, it has
we got DEFCON 5 for that.
Yeah, it's going to have no effect on this lineup that we have going on. Like, they're going to pick it apart. Pick and roll with Luke and Dwight Powell is all day if they go to that lineup. So I'm telling you, I think the Golden State Warriors got a problem. And Luke has been gaining more confidence. He's now in the Western Conference Finals. He's now one series away from being in the NBA Finals. And every time he talks about what he wants, he says no MVPs, all that stuff. He wants a championship. He's that close to a championship. And Luka, everybody that's around him always talks about him wanting to be the best player in the world. That's what he wants to be. He wants to be the best. He wants to win championships. He's now 8 games, as we say, away from doing something that like maybe nobody has ever done. Like, this will be one of the most historic championships ever if Luka wins this, because it's a 23-year-old that's leading a team of no disrespect, as we all say to the other guys. We know they go out and they ball. We watch them and we give them praise. But none of them are all-stars. Only a few of these guys are first-round draft picks, that get any time at all. And none of the major guys are first-round draft picks.
The first-round picks ain't even playing.
That's what I'm saying. Josh Green, and then I think what's his name? Bullock. Bullock was a real late draft. He was late in the first round, I believe, but that's about it. So I think this would be up there. This would be a historic championship if he could get it done, and I think he knows that. And I think he also knows that nobody in the playoffs and possibly the NBA can stop him right now at all. And he's just blooming in front of us. It's like you're watching a guy hit the next level, of just excellence, and seeing that other guys just can't stop him. And I think he knows that. Mikal Bridges couldn't do it. Kawhi Leonard, we thought maybe they were just a little older and he couldn't play defense as well anymore. No, it's not the case. You throw anybody in front of him. You got this guy out there posting up centers. We watched him post up Ayton. We watched him post up Joker. We watched him post up Gobert. We've watched like it. It doesn't matter. You put anybody on this guy, he has some type of move and some type of way to score a basket, and it's just amazing. So I just don't think Golden State has a chance, man, to get back to the point. I just think we're going to have them on both sides of the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some more blowouts. Like, I really think the Mavericks, I told you I thought they were the best team in the NBA going into the season while it was going on. I thought people weren't realizing that transition from when they were 17 and 18 from like the rest of the year and really recognizing what was happening. And once we beat Phoenix, like we've exercised a bunch of demons, as I said on Twitter before. So we got past Utah, we got past the first round. Now it was Phoenix, who was, we couldn't beat them in 12 times in a row or whatever. We not only beat them at home, 3 times, but then we won at home, at their home as well, on the road. And now we play the Golden State Warriors, like in the Western Conference Finals. I just think it's going to happen. I think we're the best team in the NBA, and people just aren't talking about us.
Man, I remember, I can't remember. TGK, I don't know if you said this or somebody else said, I think it was on Twitter. They had a good point. Well, one thing I could say about us is, since a lot of people don't know a lot about us, they're not picking us and all that. So once again, just like in the Phoenix series, we're playing with house money. We just go out there and just play freely like we did in Game 7. But one person said this, because I'm gonna call it casual media. I'm gonna call them casual media. So because they constantly are getting the Warriors on TV and get more coverage than Dallas does, they're in their conscience. They know about the Warriors. They don't get a lot of us on TV, so they automatically assume, because I've seen this team do it, I'm picking them. And it's just like, well, see, if you had to actually watch their team over here, like we said in the last video, King, this is why so many people are shocked, because you didn't watch us this year. Yep. And so us as Mavs fans, we sitting back like, and everybody else like, oh my God, what is happening? I can't believe it. Like, it's like, bro, we've been telling y'all this, and you weren't trying to hear us. And so, like you said, King, it's just like with the Warriors, bro. We starting to see it again. A lot of them picking them as 4 and 5. You got Warrior fans, like, and the crazy thing about it is with the Warrior fans is they act like they dominated their way to the Western Conference Finals. You played a lot of teams that were injured. You played the Nuggets with just Jokic. You played the Grizzlies without Ja Morant.
Yep.
And they spanked y'all for 55 in one of those games. So it's not like you just out here clearly dominating, like kind of like what King said. Clay is not the same. Clay had that one good game in Game 6, which is why they keep calling him Game 6 Clay, because he had that Game 6 game like he did against Oklahoma City years ago.
Every year. The
time we heard Clay Thompson's name is when he did what he did in Game 6. So other than that, it's like, what has he done? Like I said, it looks like Jordan Poole is carrying the offense, and if you're telling me that Jordan Poole is going to carry this team's offense, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I will let Jordan Poole do whatever he wants, single coverage defense, no doubles, nothing. Let the guy go off. As long as it's a 30, doesn't do anything, I'm good. And like y'all said with Draymond, him not going to going out there and score. Now, if he's not going to go out there and score against a team that's known for playing defense, we think it's going to do for us. That's gonna make it it's gonna make it a whole lot easier for us. Guess what the guy who's sticking Draymond can do? I can go double Steph, or if I want to, I can double Poole.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, so yeah, like I said, this right here is also gonna help our bigs. Like Maxey, I think Maxey feels more comfortable playing on the perimeter, and so without a big in the paint, guess what that's gonna do for Maxey? Make it a whole lot easier for him. I'd rather run around on the perimeter than banging bodies in the paint. That's not his game. He's not that big, so. Like I said, the matchup like is favoring Dallas to me, man. Not just because we Mavs fans. Like if we really felt like this wasn't any chance to win this game, we're just glad we're here. We would say that, but it's just like from what we've seen in the Phoenix game. I think King, you touched on it in the last video. Phoenix is better than Golden State.
Yes.
Not just saying that because we beat them. They are better than Golden State. That was the only team that we were scared of going into the playoffs. Like, man, we got to play Phoenix. Man, we got to get that 3rd seed so we can avoid Phoenix to the West Conference Final. All that. We didn't say it about Golden State. We didn't say that about any other team but Phoenix. And so beat Phoenix the way we beat them, it's like, well, dang, I feel like we got over that hurdle.
Yep.
And I'm not saying it's going to be a piece of cake or anything, but it's a little bit more in our favor now compared to how it was in the second round. So I maybe agree with you, man.
Well, I believe we're gonna out rebound them. I think we can do that actually in this series. And I got a question for both of you guys. The Phoenix Suns didn't start the season off as the number 1 seed. Do you remember who started off as the number 1 seed in the West?
Golden State Warriors.
Golden State Warriors. And they ended the season how many games above the Dallas Mavericks?
Like a half a game, wasn't it?
It was one game. So if they ended the season they started the season as the number 1 seed, and the Mavericks started the season as the 15th seed, and somehow at the end of the year they were only 1 game above the Mavericks. I would think the Mavericks probably a better team than Golden State if that happened at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But the media just doesn't pay attention, I guess, to the season and what happens. So, but we'll see. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll see.
Oh, the media's finna get sick of Luka after this playoff series because if we get past them, which I feel like we are, and I think Luka's gonna probably average like 16, 17 rebounds a game in this series, just because of it's sheer size of Luka, bro. He's gonna have so many rebounds in this game. He's gonna have so many outlet passes to Dodo, and it's right now. I just can't wait to see the game. But as far as like the media is concerned, if they make it to the finals and then come next season, however it ends, people gonna get sick of Luka. He's gonna be bullying everybody's team.
We got her pointing it out.
Right, and we've been ahead of it for 3-4 years now. Like the Mavericks have been playing playoff basketball since they were 17 and 19 or whatever the record was. Yeah. They've been playing playoff basketball since then, and with the whole pace and with the whole heliocentric offense with Luka, they've perfected it. Jalen Brunson and the entire team knows their role, and so right now the way they're playing, they're meshing. They just have that continuity so well put together. And the Warriors, I still feel like the Warriors are trying to acclimate Clay. I still think the Warriors are trying to figure out what Poole's role is. Still think the Warriors are trying to figure out if Curry is going to be Curry from being able to shoot how he used to shoot. And Draymond has gray hair now. I just don't see him being able to be the Draymond that he used to be. So it's like one of those things where you see like this great team that's on the verge of like falling out of that visual perspective that we have of them, the perception of them. I think this is like their last hurrah in a way.
The team was like the Pistons back in what was it, 90?
With against the Bulls.
Championship for
them, yeah, it's something like that, or even with the Lakers in what was it, 04, when they had Malone and Peyton. Yeah. Not necessarily the same, but it's like they just kind of flamed out right then and there.
Yeah.
If the Mavericks get to the finals, truthfully, I think either way. I think this is the last hurrah for a bunch of teams. I think this is now became the Luka Doncic show. This is became his conference now. So, like Phoenix, that Devin Booker, that was his, I guess, what's the guy's name? Clyde Drexler moment, where they try to compare him, to Devin Booker and say this guy's on this level, and from then on, no. Don't ever try to do that.
No, don't do that.
Hey, does it not feel that way? Are you not feeling that way right now about the Devin Booker Luka Doncic comparison like you did with Michael Jordan and Clyde Drexler?
Ooh, man.
Does it not feel the same? All right. Ooh. So it's levels of this. Basically
shots. Go ahead.
So basically, I think Devin Booker, I think he probably will make the playoffs. He'll be a playoff player. Yeah. But he won't get past Luka from now on. Like, I think,
especially if they lose Ayton.
Man, they could have drafted Luka. Like, this is destined for them to be haunted by Luka for the rest of their for Luka's career.
So and the Luka special comment.
Yep, the Luka special. I think that's going to be done. I think we can get past, like I said, Golden State, and I don't think Golden State's going to be able to mess with Luka. We've already touched on that in the regular season that they can't touch him. So the playoffs just makes it another wrinkle in their feather. It's going to be guys trying to compete. Like I told you, the new guys. The Ja Morants, the Zion Williamsons possibly, and all that. Those are the guys in our division. I actually worry about our division more than anybody else. As far as the future, I think we have a few guys on each of the teams that could possibly be guys that are like the top 10 guys in the NBA. So, but I think these older guys, even the Nuggets and all, I told you, I think at some point soon, don't be surprised if you got Joker being talked about coming over to Dallas because they locked in all those guys with those big contracts. And they're all injury prone now. and you got to sit there with it. You can't get rid of these guys anymore. So I just think the tide has changed now. The Dallas Mavericks are the team of the Western Conference now. I think they show it and prove it with this performance that we're going to get against this team. And we should be seeing the Mavericks go to the finals. Like, imagine they're talking about this team like they're the 07 Cavs. What if they're more like the 04 Pistons, but with a superstar? What if they're more like that? What if that's what this team? The guys know their roles.
That they had Carmelo.
That's a good.
Carmelo actually became a superstar and all on the team and all. And they were just a bunch of guys that knew their roles completely, that played awesome, but then had a superstar on their team as well. Like, I think people are maybe looking at it the wrong way, as the wrong team, because if you had a heliocentric guy in that system with the Detroit Pistons, like, they would have been amazing. Still, like, they'd have been a dynasty. So, I just think Luka's going to. I just don't see an answer. Maybe I'm looking at it biased. I don't think I am. I don't see an answer for Golden State, and I don't think Golden State. I don't see Golden State like a guy that's going to like destroy y'all perimeter defense. I don't think
they don't put no fear in my heart, bro.
Yeah, I have so when we played Phoenix, I had anxiety. I was worried about the games when we
told y'all about this, sweaty palms.
I'm excited to play Golden State. Like, I'm like, let's get the games over so we can hurry up and get this series done, so we can possibly get. And I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to be on the Suns level of not doing anything. It's not even. This is matchups and just watching. It's not like we didn't beat Golden State 3-1. I'll give the respect to Golden State for being champions before. But the last 2 years, they were knocked out in the play-in tournament or didn't make the playoffs. Like, I watched that. It's not like they're like these guys where a guy can definitely get them there over the top and all. I just think they're overrating Golden State a little bit. There was a reason they went and got Kevin Durant. They got Kevin Durant. They do not have Kevin Durant anymore, and the NBA has gotten better, not worse. It's gotten better. So you can't – and their team hasn't gotten better. Their team is not better than that Golden State team before they had Kevin Durant.
Nope.
So why are they still saying it's the same team? Steph's a little slower. Like, Steph isn't as dominant as he was. And that's no knock. It's just the truth. That's why he's probably going to be second team All-NBA this year instead of first team. It's the truth. The guy that's first team All-NBA is going to be on our squad on the court. So I'm not worried at all.
Yeah, and I don't want it to come off as if, we're cocky as hell. It's just, like you said, you look at the matchups, you look at, the opponents, and you consider Luka, because I look at Luka like a more skilled, proficient offensive player like LeBron, but just a tad better at this current age and trajectory. He's just better offensively. The defense, he could play a little defense, but there's different levels with LeBron, right? But I just cannot see a situation where players on the Warriors aren't in foul trouble. Players on the Warriors are having a hard time staying in front of them, and players on the Warriors recovering to cover for threes when Luka finds people open. I just don't see that. And they're going to have to deal with that all game. Luka, now at this point, I'm pretty sure he's fully recovered from his injury. He's done this to the best team in the league, and they have one of the best defenses in the league. I just cannot for the life of me see a situation where the Warriors can keep up with Luka. And with that being the case, Luka's going to punish Curry if he gets 1v1s with him.
You already know what he's going to do.
Is Curry going to be able to? Is Curry going to be able to withstand that for a whole 7-game series? I just don't see a scenario where that comes. And all the respect to Curry and Clay for being these amazing shooters, and Draymond. I love Draymond.
He get Clay too, because Clay not the same defender as he used to be.
You saw him in that one game that they had last time. He shook him. Clay going towards the paint, Luka just doing his step back three. Like, I just don't see it. I don't see any of them being able to stop Luka, and because of that, in the playoffs, it's who is the best player on the court that usually wins a series.
Question for you, Ro. Question for you.
Go ahead.
What happens when Luka does go out there and hunt Draymond Green? What happens when he hunts him and Draymond Green can't be a help defender? So there's nobody to help off.
So you're saying him like Dallas did LeBron that game.
Yep, Giannis as well.
That up.
Yeah,
he said they attacked LeBron, so he won't defender.
Yeah. What happens when they decide and just say we're going to attack? So the whole game plan for the series is going to be let's just attack Draymond Green.
So with that, that's going to open up shooters or Luka's gonna get to the paint and score, or he's gonna draw a foul.
Yep.
So yeah,
There's nothing to fear. You take Draymond to the paint. Who's gonna be there to block Luka?
two-way player, Stephen Curry.
And I'm less worried about Draymond than I would be for LeBron or Giannis. And Luka showed he could score on LeBron and Giannis and pull them out. And I'm sorry, Draymond, but it just is what it is. Like
I was more worried about DeAndre Ayton than I am of Draymond, bro.
Yeah, like Draymond, it's just matchups, and Luka, his style does not work. Draymond cannot stay up with it for some reason. I've seen it enough. He cooks Draymond, makes him lose, falls and stuff like that. Like Draymond falls and touches the floor when Luka plays him and all. So I don't see it.
Y'all, who y'all got as y'all's X factor for the Mavs? Or should I say X factor in the game for both teams?
Go ahead, TJ.
Oh, I honestly feel like this is gonna be. Well, my nephew told me like this is gonna be like one of those things that Spencer Dinwiddie says, like the blender.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Get the blender going, and I just felt like this is gonna be one of those Dinwiddie series. Because, all right, if you double Luka and you give Dinwiddie a 1-on-1, again, even with his size, he has a nice build. He weighs 6'5", 6'6",
6'6",
and he's quick. He has a fast first step. It is hard if you're playing basketball and you know someone has a quick first step. It's just tough to guard. And again, goes back to the whole notion: if people can't stay in front of Luka with his dribble abilities, who's going to be able to stay in front of Dinwiddie with his size and his quick first step? I feel like he's going to be a big X factor coming off of that bench, especially to spell Luka. That's the guy who I'm thinking is going to be our X factor for the Mavs. And for the Warriors, Curry's the efficiency. That's the X factor. If Curry's hitting threes from 30 foot, 50 feet at a 50% clip, that's their X factor. And I'm not trying to be cocky at all. Like we said, with Phoenix, it was a whole different ballgame. With the Warriors, it's Curry or nothing, to be honest with you.
You want me to go around? I'll go the opposite way then. I think for Phoenix, I'm sorry, for Phoenix and Suns and Fall. I think for Golden State, I think the X factor is Draymond Green. I'm keeping it there. If Draymond Green can do something and give you like games he had in the finals before, like, you know, those type of games, a 30-point, 20, something like that, I'm not going to lie. It'll change things up. I'll be like, whoa.
Maybe he's in his 3-pointers.
Yeah, hit a couple threes or so and have a high game. I'm like,
to get some offense going, man.
I'd be like, whoa, they have another guy. Like, this is okay. It's a series possibly. I just don't think that's going to happen. That's one. And two, the X factor for the Mavericks is Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell's going to average over 15 points a game in this series. I really believe he's going to average over 15 points a game in this series. But I believe Dwight Powell.
Like I said, this is a perfect matchup for him and guys like Max Kleber.
Yep.
You know, because there's no size in the paint. You can kind of roam a little freer now. Don't be surprised, man. We see about 3 or 4 lobs in a game for Dwight Powell. You know.
Them lobs coming back, man.
Yeah, they coming back, man.
I'm putting overs on Dwight. Prize picks.
That's what I'm saying, Dwight.
So let's see. X factor for Dallas. I'm gonna have to agree with TGK, man. I'm gonna say it's Spencer Dinwiddie. If Spencer Dinwiddie can give us something off the bench, because y'all seen in Game 7 what he got us off the bench. I know it's not normal because it's like he scored 30 points. How often do you see a bench guy scoring 30 points like that? But him giving us 30 off the bench the way he did gave us a huge boost. His 30 was the 30 that we won by, you know what I mean, pretty much. And so I'm gonna say Spencer. There was one person I was gonna say. I was kind of leaning towards the Dwight Powell, but it was somebody else. No, I'm gonna stick with Spencer. He has to show up for us, man. For us to kind of, because we're gonna need him to kind of like, I guess, kind of give us that little boost. He's gonna definitely have to give us that boost because we don't know what they're gonna do as far as how they're gonna defend not just Luka, but how they're gonna defend Jalen Brunson. So we're gonna definitely need Spencer to step up. We're gonna need all 3 of our ball handlers to hit them in 3 different ways that we know that they can do, like they did against Phoenix. Golden State, I'm gonna switch it up on both of y'all. Y'all gonna probably be surprised about who I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Andrew Wiggins, and I'm gonna tell you why. We've been sitting here talking about what Jordan Poole can do, what Clay can do, what Draymond can do, and what Steph can do. Just imagine if Andrew Wiggins goes in there and just sprinkles in whatever he can, man, and be effective in spots. Because that's going to be the key. And that's what he does for his team. He's effective in certain spots. He's not somebody you just go out there and just run the offense through, but he's definitely somebody who can be effective in spots. So he's going to definitely be the key. He's going to be like, I'm not saying the same player, but he's going to kind of be like their Dodo. Like we know Dodo is effective in spots. He hits you in when in timely buckets and stuff like that. Or hey, when he got a little run going, Dodo also hit the three to cut all that up, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I think that Andrew Wiggins for them is going to be the X factor, and for Dallas is going to be Spencer Dinwiddie.
I think Wiggins already lost before he even stepped on the court because he was a starter in the All-Star game. Like I think that beef is. I think it's already there. I told you the whole year has been a revenge tour for Luka Doncic. I told you that, and it's Andrew Wiggins. He was a starter.
Think about it. Luka didn't really just take off until it was some kind of motivation for him.
Yeah. And it was that All-Star. Once they said he wasn't an All-Star starter, he was Player of the Month and all that right behind it. So I really think, even though technically Andrew Wiggins didn't take a spot because he was a forward, he still was the guy that didn't belong. And so Luka's going to take it out on him.
Andrew Wiggins, All-Star, boy, I tell you.
He'll never be an All-Star again. Sorry, Golden State fans.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's the moment of truth right here. I think this is what everybody been waiting on. They're waiting on them predictions. So here we go. Y'all ready? Let's do this, man. TGK, I already know what your prediction is, man, but let the folks know. What do you have the series prediction as?
All right, so what I got is I think the Mavs going to steal game one. They're going to steal game one, and it's going to be one of those it's going to be a little bit of a dominating kind of performance by Luka. It's going to be too much for the Warriors to deal with. They'll recover game two. But I think the Mavs after that will protect home the rest of the way. So what I got is Mavs win game one, protect home, and they win the series in 6 games. Now I'm giving them 2 just solely off of a Curry game and a Clay game. That's about it. I can't see them beating us 4 times.
I would say a Curry game before I said a Clay game.
Yeah,
what game did Clay have in the first round?
If it get to 6. Klay Thompson, game 6, Klay. It's the truth. You haven't been watching Klay Thompson's career.
And we got game 6 Luka. Yeah. Luka special Luka.
I got you. Just game 6 Klay. I'm not saying I didn't get my prediction yet.
Your prediction now, then, Mr.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Mavs in 6 though.
I have 2. I guess it's based on one thing. Whichever happens is 2 different decisions I have. I don't think the Mavericks are going to lose at home. I think game 1 will decide if it goes 5 or 4. I think game 1, Golden State has not lost a game at home yet in the playoffs.
No.
That's first and foremost. If Dallas wins the first game, saying, okay, we won at your home, like that was a fluke, it might be over in 4. Dead serious. If I could see Golden State coming out and winning the first one because Dallas just played and they've been like just chilling for a second and just have a shooting performance and win that first one. But then I think Dallas would then win 4 in a row after that one. So I'm going to say Mavs in 5, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a sweep. And I'm not trying to let the Suns again still. I just really think the Mavs want this matchup.
Okay. Got Suns in 5. I mean,
Suns in 5.
Suns in 5 don't make no sense, bro. It's always Suns in 4. So you got Golden State in 5. I'm gonna go.
I'm with Golden State in 5.
I
have Dallas in 5. I have Dallas in 5. Not Golden
I'm
State.
sorry, Dallas in 5. I'm with TGK, man. I'm gonna go Dallas in 6, and I think it's gonna go the way he just said. I think Dallas is gonna win game 1. It can go 5 or 6 to me too, like what King just said. Well, 5 or 6. King just say 6, but if Dallas wins game 1, I can see that second game kind of being a deciding factor or whatever. If it goes 5 or 6, but like y'all both said, I don't think Dallas losing at home to Golden State. So Dallas has to get one of these in Golden State. So I say they're gonna get game 1. They might lose game 2. win 3, win 4, maybe close it out in 5, or if they don't close it in 5, they'll definitely close it out in 6. So I'm going to go with Dallas in 6, but if it's going to determine game 2, if they close it out of 5 or 6. But right now, I got them in 6.
But what you said, bro, if they win game 2, they're going to sweep them.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's
yeah.
If they win game 2, they're going to sweep them. Yeah, you're not trying to say it because it's Golden State, but you feel it.
I'm really trying to
win the first 2.
Listen,
and if they win the 2 in Golden State, it's going to be a sweep.
If we got Golden State fans in here, let me clear this up. We're not being cocky. We're not Suns fans. I'll tell y'all that right now. It's just that from what we know about this team and from what we've seen with y'all, it's going to be kind of, for one, it's going to be hard to beat us at home, man, especially with the crowd behind us. Undefeated at home. Like, Dallas got home on lock. I told you that before, King, when I said I'm not worried about home. I've never been worried about home, which is why we wanted to get home court advantage in the first round, and we did. And so, like you said, we showed it in the Phoenix series. You just get that one, that's it. That could be it right there. So, I really do believe they're going to win game 1, though. I think Dallas is going to win game 1.
Hey, then you think they could possibly sweep? That's what I'm saying, man. I like that.
I mean, probably so, man. We have to wait and see. Tomorrow,
Bro, if we sweep the Warriors, I forgot to mention this. It would make everything right of what happened in 2007.
Yep.
It'd make everything right. I wouldn't be mad at the We Believe Warriors after that. It's like, all right, we're good. We're good.
Yep.
Appreciate you, handshake. Thank you.
I told the guys, y'all, we starting Glow Gang, hashtag for Dirk. That's what this series is. Hashtag for Dirk. So we're gonna get it, or for Dirty. We can say that. Get it done. So yeah, man, I told you I think the Warriors might do it, might be gone in 4 games. I'm sorry. And we're not front runners. That's what I wanted to yell out. We're not front runners.
Yeah.
If you watch this show, we've been talking about the Mavs being this great for the longest time. It's not like, oh, we were scared sitting here.
Right.
Watch any of our shows. I don't want you guys thinking that we're on some different stuff because it's you guys. Nah. We wanted to play you guys earlier, not because of that, because we thought Phoenix was the best team in the league. And now that Phoenix is gone, it's a even playing field, I feel like. And I feel like it's not even even. I feel like we're the best team. We should be seen as the best team right now because we beat the best team. It's kind of disrespectful that we're not, in a way. Like, we just beat Phoenix. It was a 64-win team. Not a lot of teams win 64 games. So we just beat that team. Why aren't we seen as the favorite? So it's disrespectful. So I'm sorry, Golden State. You're just next on the plate.
Man,
Yep.
go
ahead. No, if anybody's a front runner, it's the Golden State Warriors. They're one of the best front running teams in the league. When they get a lead, it's a lot of shimmying, a lot of, it's a lot of that when they got a lead. So the one thing that I do worry is not to let them have a lead, because that's when they can put it on, especially Curry. But as far as being a front running fan base, it's definitely not us. We've taken our licks growing up.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is y'all's time of the show. We're going to go ahead and get into y'all's questions and your comments. I know y'all got a lot of questions and comments, so we're going to go ahead and get into it, man. What do y'all think this series is going to look like? Well, go ahead and let us know.
Who are these people?
It's a lot of people, man.
Who are they?
Oh, and also, guys, y'all want to address us, please hit the WTM if you want to address us, so that way we can kind of cycle through all of the questions in the comments, make it a little bit easier for us. So hit us with the WTM, guys, if you got any questions or any comments for us. And let go. B just says, let's go. Yes, sir. Queen says, ain't shine on you, wild Mavericks. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Cuz, what's good, man? He said the Mavs ready for the next chapter. Yes, sir. I think we all ready for the next chapter. Tomorrow, y'all. What time is it? 9 o'clock?
I'm not sure. I think it is 9. Y'all time, 10 my time.
No, it's 11:39 here.
No. Tomorrow.
The game.
Yeah.
I think it's 8 p.m. Central Time.
It's 8 your time, so it's 9 my time Eastern. Okay.
I hope I have a little time. Yes, this for Todd. Todd says people are already saying Warriors in 4, not this again. Yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool. Like I just said, you got people, man. They watch the Warriors more because the Warriors been on TV more than the Mavericks. So you don't know a lot about the Mavericks because we already know the national media don't cover the Mavericks like that. So if they don't cover the Mavericks, a lot of people don't know about the Mavericks. But they know about the Warriors though. And it's a lot of they're holding on to what like King said, what they're holding on to what the Warriors done in the past. And they're thinking this is like 2016 all over again, which is not the case. And their run to the Western Conference Finals down. You played a lot of teams with injuries, so it is what it is, though. They're gonna find out, though. They're definitely gonna find out.
Yep.
All right, King, you want this one?
Sure. Logan says, "Glow Mavs." Well, I was wrong when I said Luka versus Giannis, but hey, at least the Mavs are in the Western Conference Finals. What do you think the defensive plan will be against Steph, and what will Luka average in this series? I guess.
DK, what you got on the average, bro?
I mean, as far as the defensive plan against Steph, it's just make it difficult. I don't want to give up like easy shots to like a Clay or Poole, anybody like that. So just play him as best as you can, make it difficult. I'm more leaning on just the shooting percentage. So if you could get his shot percentage in like the mid-30s, that means you're contesting everything as best as possible. You take that. But if he gets to a point where he's hot and you got to double, then you gotta give him some kind of a double treat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but as far as like Luka, he's gonna average 30 points. He's probably gonna average 16, 17 rebounds, and they're gonna have to double him, so he might average 10 assists. He's probably gonna average a 30-point triple-double in this series. Yeah, that's what I see for Luka.
King, it sounds like you were gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, I'm defensive. I really don't think we're going to do a bunch of scheming against Steph Curry from what I saw in the season. We're going to trap him a little bit, but I think Reggie and Dodo are going to hold their own. I think they're going to keep showing why they deserve their money that they received. And I think Luka's going to put up probably around like Luka, he has to miss it by like a point something or something like that. So he'll flirt with a triple-double and get you 35, though. I'm going to go for 35, 34 points a game. I'm going to have him dropping 34 again.
34, and they got the best defensive player of all time on their team?
Allegedly.
Oh, right.
And I like Draymond.
Big Pack, what's good, man? He said, would a big free agent finally come with Dallas? I think so.
Yeah.
And now they will. Now they will.
Yeah.
Now they will with Luka getting this far. They will.
Hey, y'all heard Nico. We're getting a seat at the table. And then Beck also says, I don't give a D about the kid from Europe, Steph. Oh, yeah, Stephen A. in 2018. Yeah. And it's funny, too, because I feel like the Phoenix Suns organization listened to him when they drafted
Man, if I ever was able to get on that show and talk to Stephen A. Smith and he ever said anything out of line, I'd definitely bring that up every time. But, bro, you told the Phoenix Suns to draft DeAndre Ayton. None of your takes even exist anymore. Like you said that out your mouth. You said, I don't care. I don't give a what this kid does and all, which means you don't even do your job because that means you didn't go pay attention to Luka. So why are you talking?
I was just about to say that, bro.
Why are you speaking on it then? That means you don't know your job. So,
but you know what? You know whose opinion I trust when it comes to that type of stuff, bro. When it comes to like who to look at in the draft and all that, I like Jay Billis.
Yeah,
Jay Billis be on it, man. Him and I can't think of the guy's name who like he goes and looks at overseas players. He's been on the draft show for a long time too.
Donnie Nelson.
No. Well, yeah, Donnie Nelson. Yeah. No, whenever they do the draft presentation and stuff, I can't think of that guy's name. But yeah, he always looks at all the overseas players stuff and kind of breaks it down. He's kind of like the Jay Billis over there. Or I can't think of the guy's name. Yeah. Cuz says dope video intro. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
That was all real. That was awesome. Jeffrey says, I think we match up good with the Warriors, and I think this will be a good series for Luka / power duo. I agree.
Yeah, definitely. Bro, Law, what's good, man? He said, "What's up, Glow Gang?" Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man of the hour, man.
Yep.
Man
Kid Neil. He says it's up. It's up. We are in the building. Glow Gang, MFFLs. What's up? That's the guy. Make sure y'all go follow us on IG. WeTalk_Mavs. Daryl usually handles that for us. He's the guy behind the scenes.
Man, listen, if y'all don't follow it, I'm gonna get in trouble. Not King, but me. King is his favorite. Jam was good. He said, why wouldn't they play THJ if he's no longer hurt?
continuity, chemistry.
And I think, like I said before in the video, I think with Tim, it's like he's a rhythm player. And so we don't want him to go out there and be chunking up like 17, 18 shots, man, taking everybody else out their rhythm. We got a rotation down. Matter of fact, I thought about this earlier, y'all. You know what this kind of reminds me of? I remember when Caron Butler got hurt?
Mm-hmm.
And we already had a lot of rotation down and all that. I think Caron could have came back too, but they decided to keep him out. And so because we already have our rotation down and everybody know their roles now and they play it with perfection, you don't want to mess that up by throwing Tim in there, who was probably not probably one of the top 3 streakiest scorers of all time. So you don't never want to do that, bro. So that's why. It's not that he's hurt, like you said, he's not hurt anymore. That's coach's decision to not put him back in there.
Yeah. It's eerily similar to that 2011 season, how this current playoffs is going right now. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it really is, bro.
Caron said he would have played in Game 7 too.
That's what I was saying. I think So yeah.
Yeah, he said when he made the Game 7, he'd have played.
Oh, let's talking about. He's talking about Mount. Eddie says, "Yo, Glow Gang, Golden State is a good matchup. I think Mavs in 5. Okay, everybody listening to King, huh? Everybody listening to King. Let's see, we got any. We got nobody doing the WTs tonight, huh? WTMs. That's you, King.
All right. Logan says Luka will dictate where the series goes. No one will be able to stop Luka. Also, JB and Spencer, I believe, will show up and show out this series. Reggie and Doe's defense will be incredible. Mavs in 6. I like it, Logan.
Yeah, Mavs in 6. That's me and TGK said.
Yeah.
Nick says Cleveland Powell will be the X factors. Our wings will spend a lot of energy defending Steph, Clay, and Poole. Don't expect much offense from Dodo and Reggie. He think they're going to spend a lot of energy. Cleveland needs to hit his shots and take Looney out of the game. Powell's pick and roll dunks and oops. Need to have a resurgence. If those two things happen, Mavs in 6. Yeah, I can see that. B says Curry will go off at least 2 games, so it said Mavs in 4 for sure.
Hey,
But for 6, it says Mavs in 6. Okay. Slightly biased fan account. What's good, man? He's just thinking about that one Wizards game. Oh my god.
Yeah, it would have been 4. Would have been a home court in this series.
Yep.
Yep.
It's all good, though. It's all good.
Only way we can get home court against Boston.
We already got over that huge hurdle, man. You know what? And I'm glad that we did it sooner than later. Now that I look at it, so it's cool, man. Because
we're an awesome road team. I don't get worried on the road. I think Luka and them like playing on the road. Remember last year they loved the road. They won every game in the Clippers in LA.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like they like playing on the road, so I don't need to be worried about the road. We just got a different team.
Yeah.
Nick says, give Curry the CP3 treatment, hunt him down, and target him every chance you get, whether it's Brunson, Spencer, or Luke. I think they will do that.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you have to do it. You can play defense. Oh, he's a 2-way player though. Yeah, I remember
that. I mean, he tries.
Texan, what's good, man? He said it is still insane that we made it to the Western Conference Finals. Already a successful season. If we had made the Suns series close, so proud of this team. Mavs in 6.
Professor X says the Mavericks can start off by attacking Klay Thompson. He's really not a good defender no more after the 2 surgeries. The Mavericks are going to have Golden State tired.
That's another good point.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Corey says our chemistry is unmatched. People look at stats, but our team is tight like a noose. Yeah. Yeah. And I think, like we said before, that was the one thing that Luka looked for going into this season, man. After he had his stint with Slovenia, he talked about that. That was the main thing he talked about in his press conference when they had him for that Supermax extension. Yeah. He talked about it. He talked about chemistry, man, us and them playing together, and it's showing right now. Because I think, like y'all both said, let's be honest, we don't have the most talented team in the league, but the fact that their camaraderie, which is probably matched with the same camaraderie that we had in 2011. Because I remember that was like a huge talking point too, was how close that team was. They all talk about that all the time. Yep. It's just that closeness, man, also helps to build trust. So when you don't have Luke out there playing a lot of one-on-one, that way if he is driving, I trust this guy in that corner, he's gonna hit that shot. And and that guy in the corner is wide open for that shot. it builds confidence for him that, okay, Luka trusts me to hit this shot. Now I can hit this shot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Martin says, anyone saw that amazing breakdown by Thinking Basketball on Mavs Suns Game 7? That shows our defense and coaching staff are truly elite, and we have an unstoppable force named Luka. We going to the finals. Yes, Martin, I watched it.
I didn't watch it yet,
but
I saw it on my screen though. I didn't get to watch it yet.
Yeah,
my YouTube at.
Yeah, I watch everything basically at my search for Dallas Mavericks and Luka Doncic. Whatever pops up that's new, I click on it.
You always sending me stuff, man.
It's so much clickbait though on there.
King of sleep,
man, tell me about it.
It'd be like Kendrick Perkins says Mavericks in 4 for sure.
And Kendrick Perkins ain't nowhere on there.
Ain't nowhere in the video. Yep.
ain't no Dallas talk anywhere. I'm like,
bro, I didn't feel for them so many times, bro.
Like, how y'all get 150,000 views? Like y'all making money off of clickbait.
Clickbait, man.
Shit.
That's you, King.
Oh, I'm sorry. Eddie says Green and Clay foul trouble every game. Powell with 5+ dunks a game. Okay.
I can see that.
That's it.
How far does Kerr go in his in his lineup? Does he go like 6-7 deep? Like who they got? Curry.
I don't think they have a. Their bench isn't really deep at all anymore because Otto Porter and all is gone. So they only have Kuminga and Jordan.
Otto Porter is hurting.
Yeah, it's just Kuminga and Jordan Poole off the bench, right?
No, I think Poole start, don't he?
Poole starts now. So what is it? Clay.
I think
Clay small forward.
Now Poole's coming off the bench, I guess.
Yeah, I think Poole off the bench now.
Yeah.
Since Steph started, Poole's back off the bench.
So Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Green, Looney,
and then the bench
Poole.
is Poole and
Kaminga.
Yeah. That's it.
Who else? You just going 7 deep?
Lee. Does he still play?
Lee.
Damian Lee?
I don't think he's on the Warriors.
That rotation. Yeah, I don't think he's.
I thought I saw him in a couple of games.
I just don't know who do you put out there in this scenario? Like I just don't.
Their 8th would have been Gary Payton, but
Iguodala.
But I think that's why Iguodala will be out.
Iguodala gonna be out. He's gonna be coaching basically.
That's why I think Damian Lee ended up getting some minutes behind.
So if you have a 7-man rotation and Dozier 7, they gonna get tired of Luka, man.
And they're gonna get Kevon Looney off the court real quick.
Oh yeah. That's why I said I don't think he starts. I think Poole starts.
No, Poole's not starting. They don't do the def lineup to start no more because it was getting destroyed. Because they can't play defense. The def lineup before could play defense. Whenever they play this def lineup, they like the worst defensive team in the NBA.
Are y'all looking forward to Frank getting in the game?
Yep.
And guarding Curry?
I think Frank gonna stick. Yeah, there you go, bro. I was just about to say that. I think Frank's gonna stick Curry.
They might go back to Josh Green though. I think.
I think they'll do that too.
I think we'll see Green for sure.
I think this will be Josh's and the White Powell's resurgence right here, bro.
But before we move on, let me ask y'all this real quick. Do y'all think the Mavs go? So I know, bro. I know you said the Mavs going to the finals. You think the Mavs? So the finals is different than winning it all. You think they're going to the finals, or do you think the Mavs going to win it all?
I think they're going to win it all.
Then they're going to okay. Because if they're going to the finals, I don't want that stigma on it. Lose now if you're going to the finals to lose. You know how that works as far as in sports and all. If you're going to lose in the finals,
remember I told you this. I said I think it'll be different because he's being compared to Cleveland when they went, and everybody was like, "Oh, that team when he's supposed to go to the." Even right now, they ain't gonna make it to the finals. And so if he gets to the finals and loses or whatever, it's like, oh, well, then he wasn't supposed to be there anyway. So, no, how did he even get there with that team or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So
I agree on one hand, but on the other side, they don't say LeBron's 4-5 in the finals. They still say 4-6. They don't erase that and say, well, he was 4-5. We don't include that first one. Nah, they still say he lost 6 times. So if you're I think they're gonna win it too. That's why I'm saying go win it all and all. But if you guys think they're not going to win it, then they shouldn't make it to the finals because I don't want that stigma put on his attached to him. That's already going to be you lost in the finals once already. You can't be that great.
And not to think too far ahead, but I would like Miami again, solely for the purpose of getting revenge for 06. Like I'm just thinking of 06. Like 11 was just fair, through and through. But they always won for 06.
Yep.
So that's how I look at it. But I wouldn't mind the Celtics either because you're going against like one of the best historical teams, whatever, right? Historical, lyrical, miracle. I would like to see the Mavericks in the historic pantheon of like champions the Mavericks defeated the Celtics. Like that'd be awesome to have under our belt.
What's that gonna look like that every time Dallas go to the finals? It always against Miami, bro. Like
That would be hilarious.
Team that you didn't play it against, you can't say, oh, this history, this team. Like it's kind of like the Lakers and like the Celtics. Like oh, it's always Lakers and Celtics. Lakers. And Celtics.
No, they just weirdly meet. If it happens again, that's gonna be like magic. It has to happen again. It has to be Dallas and Miami. It has to be part 3 with just
what I've seen today. I'd rather play Miami than the Celtics.
From what you've seen today, with Miami winning, you'd rather play Miami than
because I saw what Tatum was doing, and I'm more scared. I know this is gonna sound crazy because Butler's on some little hot streak or whatever, but I'd rather play. I feel like we can do better with Butler because we are a half court defensive team. I think we'll do a whole lot better with him than Tatum. I don't want to deal with Tatum, bro, for 7 games, bro. I'd rather deal with Jimmy Butler.
I feel
Celtics were under man today, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I feel the opposite, TGK, that he feels. I would rather play the Celtics. I say that because I know the Celtics are like the number 1 defensive team this year and all, but I like, if I was on the opposite team, I like Miami's, the bodies they can throw at Luka better than on Boston. I think even Bam and all, like I think they have a lot of, the way they play is that wing straight, like the way we said we wanted the team to be, just straight wings around basically that just can defend and all. Like they have a bunch of bodies and a system of guys that can play defense. They can decide to switch. They can decide to stay home. They can decide to play zone. Like they have a bunch of able bodies. Even PJ Tucker can play up against Luka a little bit and all. Like I think they cause more of a problem. And even when we play Miami, we have trouble against Miami in the regular season. And like they beat us and then hold Luka down to usually in the 20s. Like it's not like an easy. Luka usually owns the Celtics in the last part of the game or so when he plays them. So I'd much rather play the Celtics if we get that far. But I don't want to talk about that because that's jinxing the team. It's not true.
Now, I was going to say Miami too because Miami, Boston's a way better offensive team than Miami. I just don't want to deal with their firepower.
I feel you. But Jimmy Butler, that dude in the playoffs, as it looks like.
Melissa says, I think Draymond bark is bigger than his bite. He may foul out or get into foul trouble. Yeah, I can see that, especially from what we're hearing. We're hearing that he might be sticking Luka. So,
yeah, if he fouls Luka one good time, one too many times, a little too strong, he might be out of the game early. You know these refs.
I don't think Draymond will do that.
Might be calling in Marquise Chris.
I don't think Draymond's gonna do that though. Draymond respects Luka too much.
He does.
Yeah, he do like Luka. That's you, bro.
Reggie says if Warriors were honest with themselves, I would say they didn't want to see the Mavs. Mavs are a bad matchup for them. I would have picked Warriors to beat the Suns if they had won Mavs in 5.
Exactly.
I would have picked the Suns to beat the Warriors if they would have played each other. And I think Draymond Green even said the Mavs were going to beat the Suns. Like I think Draymond Green said y'all don't know how good this Maverick team is. I think Draymond Green knows. I think the Warriors in general, when they talk to Steph Curry, I think they know in general this team is for real. So,
well, I guess they know that, but they coach don't.
No, I think Steve Kerr knows.
No, he compared us to Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
He compared us because he wanted to make his team look better. So he's saying the way his team beat James Harden. So he's trying to say since they beat James Harden, we can play this guy the same way. But we all know this isn't the same James Harden offense.
That's fine.
But he can say that to build his team up.
Look, like Luke is like a campfire, bro. Just keep throwing the logs in there and making the flame hot. Cool. Who else you want to compare him to? That's fine.
Never.
Charlie says, guys, you spitting facts, but I'm trying to be the underdog a little longer. Charlie, we are the underdogs.
No, we're the underdogs, man.
Go look on ESPN, go look on Fox Sports. Everybody not picking us. Nobody picking us.
JJ Redick said there's no way the Mavericks will beat Golden State. Don't worry, this is us. Still Charlie talking to
you would think JJ knows a thing or two, but that kind of
that part, bro, because that threw me off when I saw it. I'm like, so JJ, you played with this dude.
He said he's going to be
on different videos that this Luka completely different. This is something we ain't never seen before in Luka, and you still talking as if like, it's fluky.
He said he was going to.
How do you beat the number 1 team in 7 games? It's not a 1-game tournament. I understand this is March Madness or whatever. You beat this team in 1 game. Yeah, every team has their day. But the reason why you have a 7-game tournament so you can determine who the better team is and beat them in 7 games. So I don't understand where the flukiness is coming from with all this, bro.
Yep.
I don't know. Mount says if they attack Draymond like King suggests and have success, it'll steal their soul. Yep.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Because if you get him in foul trouble, that's their defense. We talked about that before too. Let's see if we get Martin in. Martin says accounts of ESPN, YouTube analysts and their fans. Jazz 4-1, Suns 4-0, Warriors 4-1. Can't wait to see their faces when we win the ship in the end. Yeah, that's a good point, bro. Like I said, this is why when we're sitting there talking about our predictions and stuff, that we say like we're not trying to be cocky. It's just we watch this team and we know what they can do. Yeah. And like I said, those people that you just named out there, Martin, they only seen the Warriors. Like you just casually watching the game, you happen to see the Warriors. That's going to be a game that's going to be on casually, not the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? So they see more of the Warriors compared to the Mavericks. So that's why they think, oh, I seen the Warriors play, so I never seen them play. So yeah, Warriors. It's like, oh, okay. Well, like I said, they'll find out.
They will. Coy says the Warriors can't guard our 3 guards, period. Yeah. Man, we'll see. It's going to be nasty. It's passing the torch. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be Luka is going to end franchises. Like he's about to end franchises as you know them and put them in a different direction. He's done it to Utah. He just did it to Phoenix. And now he's about to do it to Golden State as well.
You know, when you said that, it reminded me of when the Warriors were on their tear and teams like Oklahoma, teams like even us. Yeah, I think I forgot what other team. They just kind of threw the towel in, and they were like, "We're just gonna tank," because there's no beating the Warriors. And when you think of it, in the long term of things, like the next 5 years, not many teams are gonna have players that's gonna be able to stop Luka like at all. So I don't know, man. It's about to get ugly.
The Mavericks are going to.
Once Luka got the taste of advancing, he's going to be in this same position for a while, man. We think that Nico's going to do what we think he's going to do.
Yes, there you go.
Get better too. You're going to constantly
there you go.
I don't. Like you said before, y'all better get used to this. It's going to be kind of like Dirk back in the mid 2000s. You're going to constantly be seeing 50 wins every year, second, third round appearances every year. It seemed like, like I said, the team constantly getting better. It's like, yeah. So I agree with TGK. Charlie says, I think there's a possibility of Golden State experience causing us to lose to ourselves, but that is a very low chance. Like I said, if y'all have been watching them this playoffs, I'm not scared of them. You got lucky play 2 teams that were dealing with injury, so I'm not really too worried about them. Not to be cocky, but I'm just not worried about the Warriors.
Yeah, Charlie, did experience cause them to get blown out by 55?
Yeah. Does their experience also cause them to have one of the highest turnover averages in the league?
Yeah. Didn't they didn't they win 2 games against Memphis by like last second shots or blocks?
And that's without
one without Ja and one with Ja.
So yeah. And like he just Mega just said, Warriors worst turnover team. Mavs need to capitalize. Mavs are good at that. Yeah. Yep. We just said. That's what we just said.
Yeah, Corey says Wiggins messed up and it ain't even his fault. That's what I'm saying. It ain't even his fault, man. He done messed up.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
This gonna be on
the story. Jordan did something like that too, man. He's mad at somebody. Story, man. Oh, it was the dude that started over him in high school. That guy fought, bro, and he called him onto his Hall of Fame speech, bro, and he went in on him. I was like, God, that was that dude. They co-starred me. The coach did it.
I told you, Clyde Drexler too.
Yeah,
Drexler wasn't even his fault. He just guys were saying he was on at Jordan's level. They were the best 2-2 guys in the league, and Clyde had to get destroyed because
Hey,
It had to.
Clyde still live by that too. He still say, "Oh, I was up there with him." And
Yep, I was up there. Yeah, I was close.
Like, I like Clyde, but nah. Oh, but it's a lot of Mavs and 5 in here, man.
Yeah.
Everybody got Mavs and 5. Okay, King, you rubbing off on the people out here, man.
Jeffrey says Mavs in 5. We only lose one home game. First game didn't have Luka, but we win it in 5. No, Jeff, we haven't lost any home game. The first game was in Utah that we lost. I'm sorry, we did lose. We didn't lose.
Yeah, we lost the first one at home.
Right, we haven't lost with Luka. You're right.
Yeah,
we lost the first one. We lost the hold up.
We lost game 1 against Utah.
Yeah, we lost game 1 against Utah. You're right.
And then we've been undefeated since with Luka.
We had home court in Utah. I forget. You're right. The first game we lost, and then every game with Luka though we haven't lost.
I guess that's what I would think when I said undefeated, but that's fine.
I forgot we had home court.
Todd says the only way I see Golden State winning this series is if the Splash Brothers go off in like old times. Even then, I think the Mavs can win a shootout with the Warriors, which is wild to say. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not scared of them offensively anymore, like we said.
As long as the Mavs hitting their shots.
And that the Warriors are not going to have as many possessions as they normally would in a fast-paced game. Luka eliminates probably like 10 possessions for them.
Yep.
So they got to be far more efficient, and that's why I lean on that efficiency thing, man. I lean on if Curry is not efficient, that's a wrap.
And that's why I talk about before, man, so many times, dominating with your pace.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just said, told you the numbers. Dallas is 30th in the league in pace. It's last place in pace.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why we're in the position that we're in now, bro, because we dominate with our pace. So, yeah. Amount says Luka don't care about the road in Europe. They try to draw and quarter you.
After games. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They throw quarters at you.
Oh, throw quarters at the year.
Yeah, I heard they light them up and throw them at you.
Yeah, they be having fires out there in the crowd and everything.
Jesus, man.
Jeffrey says another matchup is Kidd versus Kerr. Who makes the right adjustments to win this series? I think that's an awesome point, Jeff. I think what I'm realizing now, you usually don't see a bunch of star players become awesome coaches, but when they do work, like Jason Kidd's working right now, it's awesome because it's like you playing 6-on-5 in a way. That audio clip that they played the other day with J Kidd playing defense, he was literally playing defense.
You're like, drop.
Guys, yes, and was on the side. I was like, and I'm like, Jason Kidd was one of the best defenders like ever, like especially at his position. So for him to be able to play it and tell you what he would do and all, being a great defender, that's awesome, man. Like
it was a great clip, man. That stay home, doe. Stay home, doe. That's gonna live forever with that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be forever.
Which I think they said too. Excuse me. They were saying that's the reason why they wanted to start the game on their side.
Who decided that? Who decided that, bro?
Kidd.
Yep. There you go.
Payless says, I feel like the Clippers with Kawhi are better than the Warriors team. Yeah, they are.
Payless don't say nothing. We sound cocky. Stop, y'all. We can't do that. We try not to sound cocky. We just telling the truth.
Really, bro?
We just telling the truth, bro.
You the ringleader it is now. You talking about, just calm down. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, man.
The Warriors
are about 5 and 4 and stuff.
The Warriors are not 12 games better than us. They're only one game. That's it.
Yep.
So it's a toss-up. Otto Porter Jr. probable for game 1. Even Reggie, if Otto Porter Jr. plays, man. Like
I don't.
All right, bring Otto. Let him play. Like I hope
he'll pick up 5 fouls real quick.
Take him off of probable. Don't make him doubtful. Make him playing. It's a guarantee he's playing. That's fine. I'm okay with him playing too. Like, okay, Otto Porter.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm scared of Otto.
Yeah. Amel says, haven't watched this chat, so forgive me if this has already been said. We've talked months ago about what's our number one goal for the offseason is clear, re-sign Brunson. Yeah, they have to. At this point, you're in the Western Conference Finals. You have to re-sign Jalen Brunson now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm mad if they don't re-sign Brunson. They have to re-sign Brunson,
bro. It's to the point. Like I was sitting there thinking this too. If Dallas wins a championship, like I feel like Mark Cuban's gonna look back in 2011 and how everybody was killing him and not signing everybody back. And he's just gonna sign everybody back and don't make any moves.
I think he's gonna add on top of it. I think he's gonna make moves. So we have expendable pieces. Like Tim Hardaway, you just said, is not going to play. They decided not to play him. That's $16 million or $17 million, whatever it is. That's a trade option. Like the Mavericks, that's the reason why I think the Mavericks are in a great position, because this team could possibly win a championship this year, and they're going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie says Damian Lee and Belisa are the 7th and 8th. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Not about him. You see, Damian Lee. Yeah, I think he was in there because I think he's in there too because what's the name is hurt. I think he was out the rotation for a little bit, but then when Gary Payton Jr. The second got hurt, then he fell right back into there.
Bro, what are those guys going to do? Those guys, if Luka wants those guys to not be playing the game, don't want to be on the bench, he can just decide to put them on the bench.
Wave is one.
Yeah, you can just say, all right, let me pick you out. You come on this pick and roll, so you can't play anymore.
Mel says it sucks. Robin Williams injured tonight. Hope he's all right.
We got hurt again.
He had surgery on. Yeah.
You know, because I just had a partial meniscectomy surgery,
right.
So I found it weird that he returned. Because literally he had it like a week before I had mine, and I ain't no professional athlete, but I was just saying like I'm still not even hooping yet, and he got his in like April 1st or something like that. I got mine April 8th. I'm like, how the hell dude already hooping?
Yeah. Are you saying that Boston rushed him back?
Yes, I'm 1,000% saying that. I don't think he was ready to come back. I don't even know like what his contract situation is, but he should have just protected himself. If he's hurt again,
yeah,
he's gonna get a bag.
Same knee. I mean, yeah, they might have just hurt that man's career. Like that was
I'm saying.
That was a bad.
Not surprised because remember what they did to Isaiah Thomas too.
Yeah, that's why I say Brad Stevens is not. It's not a good look.
Yeah, like I mean, Robert Williams is a great player, and it's a partial meniscectomy. You could play on it. I mean, again, I've had it. I might get cleared this week. This week. That's like a whole 4 or 5 weeks later. He got cleared early. Yeah. So to see him hurt, like I was just thinking to myself, like, damn, yeah, I feel like he got rushed back, man. No lie.
Yeah, I believe you, bro. Because like you said, I thought he was gonna be out for way longer than what they said he was gonna be in. He came back, I think, like game 1 of the playoffs.
Yeah, and again, they don't tell you the entire details of it. So I'm thinking he had a really small tear, because mine was like a flap, so it was like a tear and it flapped open. So to him, it must have been like a little cleanup, take the tear out. But I don't know. But regardless, I felt like they rushed him back, man. Nah, I'm feeling bad for that dude.
So it's probably a full tear now.
Well, I don't even know the extent of the injury, so that's left to be seen.
Yeah,
but
I need to watch it. But I'm just saying, if you're saying that he got rushed back with a partial tear and he's hurt again in the same knee,
yeah, they were saying he had a cramp or something like that. But
just a cramp. Okay,
but who knows, bro? He's already had to sit a game because of knee soreness. So it's just like, just sit this man, bro.
So he sat. Hold on. So he sat because of cramps, or he left the game being hurt.
No, so in a game against who's a previous matchup against the Bucks, he has sat one game because of knee soreness.
Yeah.
And then in this game tonight, he literally had a collision with Butler late in the fourth, and he was kind of holding on to his leg. It looked like he was just trying to kick out of a cramp. But again, it's that knee, bro. Like
that meniscus though. Can't you walk on it at first though? Sometimes.
Yeah, you
can think on it.
I mean, right after surgery, I was able to put pressure on it and walk on it. But maybe it's just a professional athletes and they got all these trainers and they'll rush him back. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like a professional doctor or whatever, but I just feel like his injury was rushed.
That's horrible.
It's crazy, bro. Of course, Luka gonna snatch the whole team. So yeah, man, ready, man. Luka is ready. Jamie said slightly off topic, but with the Magic getting the first pick, would it be worth it for Dallas to go after? Oh my God, Obama. I feel he'd be an upgrade over Maxi Powell. No,
Jamie,
and not
don't let the song confuse you.
You're not the only person that I've seen. You're not the only person on the Glow Gang, man, that's been that threw that idea out there. Listen, there's a reason that Mo Bamba, who was a top 10 pick in his draft class, There's a reason why he was the third center on Orlando.
Yeah.
Not the Lakers, not the Suns, not Golden State, but Orlando. The third center on Orlando. There's a reason. So I'm going to politely say no to Mo Bamba. I do not want Mo Bamba. Sorry. You could have kept Moses Brown for that. I mean,
yeah, I'd take him for the low, like Frank. If they like dropped him and he was
for the
released.
low.
Yeah, like Frank we got this year for Frank Ntilikina. If he was like released and nobody wanted him and we just took a chance on him. Yeah. But I don't think he's better than Maxey or Dwight Powell. So
no,
that's my opinion, Jamie. Right now, I don't think he may still have the potential. Who knows? It's still so much with that P word, but we know that doesn't do anything for you. So I would still give him a chance, though. Like I said, if he's available and just sitting there, absolutely, just to see if it could possibly work with Jason Kidd.
Bro, if he got a two-way deal, I'd take him.
There you go, something like two-way or straight veterans minimum.
A 10-day contract.
Jeffrey says, you want me to get it? Jeffrey says Luka is not scared of the spotlight when the game gets more meaningful. He steps up, plain and simple. Yeah, it's one of the great things about Luka. He has the Mamba mentality. So
that dude like the Joker, man. He smile at you and then kill you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that dude a killer, man.
He did a pre.
Go ahead.
I was going to say he did a pregame. What is it? Not topic.
Interview.
Conversation. Interview with Shaq and them before the game, and players never do that. Like
I can't even find footage of it. Do y'all know where that's at?
No, I didn't see it.
I didn't try to look it up, but yeah, he did it. And they were talking about
That's what everybody on Twitter were talking about. That he had that before the game.
They were all like, "Why did he do that?" Like, I would have never done that before the game and all that. And then he went right up there and had an amazing performance, one of the best Game 7 performances ever.
Ty said what's crazy is Game 7 was Luka's only really efficient shooting game this playoffs. If he stays locked in from three, we might not lose another game. Yeah. And like we said, Todd, the reason why that was too, he was motivated.
3, 4, 5.
You got folks out here talking, talking reckless out here, man. Luka got to shut you up, put you back in your place.
I feel like he was efficient though, Todd and Rel. He was efficient
in every game. Game 1 and 2. Remember,
every game. I feel like, but 3, 4, 5, and 6. So every game he played in the Jazz, I felt like he was efficient. And I felt like 1 and 2 he was efficient, and then Game 7 he was efficient. It just was 3, 4, 5, and 6. He wasn't as efficient. So it's not like I don't think he wasn't the whole playoffs and all. Like he's been efficient. Like he's shooting, I think right now 48, 49% overall in the playoffs. 49. Even with shooting this season, playoffs, I think he's at 48, 49 or something like that just for this one. And he had that bad stretch of shooting inefficient, as we said. So I think he was shooting efficient. He's fine.
Hey, guess what he's shooting from the free throw line, y'all?
77, right?
What?
Yay, 77 from the line this year. Had to shooting 67 last year.
That's not bad.
I know.
Sonic Mixer says being a huge MFFL, but only one game back is not good. Not a good argument. Can't forget Warriors haven't been full strength all season. That could be a trap with Big 3 back.
Why does every team get the benefit of not being full strength with the Dallas Mavericks?
Right. I mean, who was the best team after January 1st? In the Western Conference.
Who just beat
it was the Suns and it was the Mavs.
That was 8 games ahead of the next team in the league.
Yep. Y'all just said Tim Hardaway Jr., right? Y'all just said he was hurt and he's not going to play. He's not in this series again. And he's a big matchup. Y'all compared to the Caron Butler is a big piece and all that. So every team gets an excuse with the Mavericks.
Where was these excuses at for the opponents that the Warriors played?
They weren't full strength last time we beat them. They weren't full strength.
No. I'm talking about the first 2 opponents they played in the playoffs. Where was that excuse at?
Yeah, I know about that, but I mean, when we beat them last time, the Warriors, they weren't full strength.
Yeah, they was.
I felt like Klay was back then and Draymond, right?
He was. Remember, like TGK said, he got cooked by Luka.
That's what I thought. And Klay was all throwing the ball and all.
Yeah.
When he got beat by, that's what I thought. But
so yeah.
Nothing would make me happier to see a disgruntled Klay Thompson getting cooked by Luka. And it's only because I think back to when Klay was like mocking LeBron in the finals.
Yeah.
And LeBron was like, all right, he just started laughing. I think Clay has to like the best in the league or something like that. And LeBron was like, all right, and just decided to cook him right after that. You know, it's something when like players that are not like the number one option, like a Booker, and they start talking of
shots.
And they started talking as if like they run teams or they're so successful because of that one player. Like, bro, Luka is doing something completely different than what these other players are capable of. And for them to talk, I just look forward to like Luka embarrassing some of these guys.
Absolutely.
Like he did Suns in Game 7. Charlie says Brunson's still going to develop and he's going to be an all-star in the next 3 years. King?
Hey, if the Mavericks win the championship this year, they win it this year, Jalen Brunson's gonna be an all-star next year. I'm telling you, because
with more eyeballs, more views,
more eyeballs.
Votes.
The Mavericks probably will win more games next year, and they'll be a champion already. They're going to reward the team already with being Luka and someone else. And I think if JB stays on the team and a starter, I think JB averages 20 next year. I think he's going to average 20 points a game next year. So if he's at 20, go ahead.
What you're saying, I think Dallas is going to take that next leap like the 07 team did, but minus the losing the first round part. But when they won those 67 games or whatever, I think it's what Dallas is going to do after that championship, going to the championship, that next year, 67 games. That's what I think Dallas is going to end up doing. I'm not saying they're going to win 67 games, but I think they're going to take that next leap to where like they're not going to be barely over 50 anymore. They're going to probably kind of like what the Suns were. It's like, we win 58, 59.
The Suns. That's what I was going to say. I was going to compare them to the Suns, just like the Suns did this year when they realized they can get over the hump. It became easier for them, and then they went through the regular season just destroying people. I think next year, how about this? Next year, we stop losing in the bad teams. You know how many wins we have just by doing that? Like that's 60 wins right there.
Yeah. That's a good point. Corey says, I think we're getting Miles Turner and maybe a Levine type, then Luka gonna only get better. Yeah. That'd be nice. Tidy says, did y'all see the Lil Wayne tweet earlier tonight about Mark Cuban?
Oh, no, I did not.
I saw Cubans about Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I saw Mark. Oh, you follow Lil Wayne, TGK?
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, let us know what he say, man, when you find it.
Let's see. He didn't respond, but I don't know if y'all be able to read this. Hold on, let's see. He said,
Queen said she just saw it, King.
He said, you little bit.
Oh, here it is. Just tweeted he's going to, and Mark Cuban mouth for responding to his Luka tweet. Oh, okay.
Nah, I don't see that tweet. He must have taken it down because it was Mavericks owner Mark Cuban fires back a Lil Wayne tweet. Yeah, but somebody said that Luka hit a shot and started looking at Lil Wayne and saying something, but I can't confirm.
He said you a hoe, but I ain't gonna. I don't know if that's real or not.
I hope he did, man.
If Luka did
that, a couple times he busted some shots in that direction. It was like went down the court just staring at Lil Wayne.
Yeah, you see,
it was like the Reggie Miller, Wayne, Spike Lee moment, bro.
Man, Wayne was on the phone trying to put a hit on Luka. Y'all was watching. He was on that phone heavy at the Luka was talking. So I'm like, oh man. Yeah.
He says all the Mavs have to do is attack Klay Thompson. He's not the same defender, which is what we said. He said no more and make Golden State run all day. They are older now. I still say put him in a half court and just pound it.
Yeah,
got a bunch of physical ball handlers. So there you go.
It's gonna be an in between though, because if Golden State keep turning the ball over, then we're gonna run.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. They're gonna pick their runs.
Yep.
Boko says Wiggins getting exposed by Luka for sure. Kind of worried for him.
Apparently it was a deleted tweet.
Read it to us. What does it say?
Okay, it says, Mark Cuban, don't make me get you smacked, boy. You playing with me? Question mark. I will piss in your effing mouth, ho.
I told you Lil Wayne was mad on the phone. I literally just said that to you, Rel, didn't I? Didn't I literally just say that to y'all? They call me Kingstradamus for a reason. I literally just sat here and told y'all that Lil Wayne was mad with Luka, that he said something back to him, was on his phone, probably talking to folks about this guy, saying, I don't like this guy. I'm like, it's a basketball game, bro. What is wrong with you? You decided to sit in the front row.
You
and
called
you
this man a hoe. What you supposed to do? Just sit there and
called
take
him a hoe. Luka never said anything about you at all.
Exactly.
Just let it go, man.
Wild.
You want Skip, you want first what is Undisputed and all that stuff talking on those shows. Why would you dare get involved like this? Like, just it's basketball, bro. What are you doing?
That's crazy. He deleted the tweet. Yeah,
Wild, man.
That's
and
wild.
Guess what? I know the thing is, all respect to Lil Wayne and all, but he don't got shooters like Mark Cuban got, because he don't got money like Mark Cuban. So he probably don't want to play that game.
He way longer than him.
You don't want to play that game, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, don't play that threat game too, cause
yeah,
exactly.
He got official shooters. Them guys with shoots. Them guys with shoots take you down.
Right.
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo says, "What up, Johnny B? I can't wait till they put Curry in that PNR with Brunson and JB destroys them." Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, you already know they are.
Oh, they
already know
PNR.
they are. Just look what they did to the 2 examples for you. Look what they did to Donovan Mitchell, and look what they did to Chris Paul. So yeah, you know it's coming. And I'm willing to bet you Golden State knows coming too.
I don't know if I ever said this here. I think I've said it somewhere, but I might have said it here. But has it hit y'all yet that Luka and Brunson sort of remind you of like LeBron and Kyrie?
It's
as far as how Kyrie would attack.
Yes,
he could post up players. He could hit it off the backboard, and he's a threat in that realm. Jay Brunson, he has the footwork. He could attack you. He could hurt you with his size. And then you have the LeBron and Luka. Does their tandem kind of remind you of that tandem in a way?
Kyrie was more of a 3-point shooter than me. Like Kyrie, I think one of the best shooters in the league. I think he's underrated. JB isn't there yet. I know his 3-point percentage was okay, but he doesn't shoot as many. Like it's because he shoots less. And also, I feel like JB may be a better defender and playmaker than Kyrie. Like Kyrie's a better offensive player than JB at this point, but I feel like JB is a better playmaker and defender at this point.
You know what this actually reminds me of? I'm not saying they're like these players, but the impact and them being a cornerstone of the franchise. It kind of reminds me of Kobe and Derek Fisher with these two. One being that franchise player and Kobe, and then Derek Fisher being that very, very good complementary player. And Brunson,
super reliable.
Yeah, super reliable. Somebody that you can rely on for the next like 10 years or whatever.
Right.
However long Derek Fisher was there. And so that's what it kind of remind me of.
My best friend, he compared Luka to that nobody's comparing him to. He said Luka's the new age Wilt Chamberlain in a way that he's going to have all the records, like just the numbers and all the stuff that you're never going to see before, and that people are not going to be able to stop him from getting his numbers. Just like all the history books, you always see that Luka's first on this, so he's the best since this and all that. Like he says that every record you're going to continue to see Luka like 15 years down the line. It's going to be his name as far as like, can you get, you're in the record books with Luka Doncic? Like that's how it's going to be. He believes.
Damn.
I see that. Henry says a lot of people were upset with Luka not passing the ball enough. I think after that Game 7 win, those people are really quiet. Oh, yeah, Henry. We got on them on the last video. They're very quiet. Very, very quiet.
Yep.
I don't understand it, though, because he's getting less assists, but he's getting less assists because he's trusting other guys with the ball.
Yep.
And we are talking about
assists.
it too. Yeah, that too. Not only that, but like we said, when the guys weren't making their shots, it wasn't a coincidence that Luke was only getting like 2, 3, 4 assists because they weren't making their shots. Now in Game 7, he had 4 assists because you only had 3 guys who scored. The other guys scored no more than 6 points. And so that's why it looked like that for that game. But before that, people weren't making their shots. And we ran their numbers down in one of the videos. They're like, oh, Luke got to pass the ball. Whereas he did, you guys are missing their shots. That's why his numbers aren't up there. So yeah. Oh, Amount says Cuban and multi-billionaire. He got those Illuminati memos. Yeah, man.
I don't know what he wilding.
Yeah, he definitely wilding. It's probably the last one here. Johnny B says, you telling me Lil Wayne, a millionaire, is going to put a hit out on a billionaire? Somebody take his phone. Tell him don't throw rocks at the sun. He said you can't reach it. Yeah. Yeah. Lil Wayne, boy, I tell you. And then last but not least, Florence says, can Wiggins stop Luka?
We'll find out tomorrow, Florence.
Oh,
you need to leave that. You need to
Wiggins
leave that,
just gotta hope Luka misses. That's it.
Bro, leave that. Leave that. Start the show tomorrow with to be continued, and that being the first thing you see on the show. And then we can start talking about that after the show. Hey, did Wiggins stop Luka Doncic?
Let me put it like this, Florence. If Mikal Bridges couldn't stop him, and Mikal Bridges was an eyelash away from winning Defensive Player of the Year, then no. Andrew Wiggins, no. Andrew Wiggins ain't been known as a defender since he played at Kentucky. I mean, sorry, not Kentucky, Kansas in college. So, no, I think Luka would welcome Andrew Wiggins guarding him in that game, man. That'd be barbecue chicken.
Yeah, we had basically the foundation bit was set. His first two playoffs against Kawhi. So from now on, everybody basically got just compared to Kawhi Leonard. Is Andrew Wiggins better than Kawhi Leonard on defense ever? At that point, now, at any time? No. So that answers your question.
Kawhi and Paul George, we think the other guy we just named are going to do.
Yep.
Nothing.
I told you, there's only one guy. It's only one guy I've seen that I'm like, he makes Luka a little trouble there, and that's Ben Simmons.
And he ain't playing.
Not playing, yeah. So that's the only guy I've ever seen with like, man, like for some reason he can stay with Luka. And he got the length and all that stuff too, where he can't play him and get him off of him. But other than that, and Luka cooked him last game actually though. I'm giving Lucas credit. He got like 42.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You guys shut up and get off the mic.
But every other game he got less than 20. So it is what it is. I gotta give Ben his credit as well. I'm a hater on Luka Doncic. that's me. Yeah.
Oh man, but yo, that's gonna probably do it for us, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate y'all hopping on with us and joining us on a late one tonight as we talked about the preview matchup of the Western Conference Finals against your Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors. We definitely appreciate it. We definitely appreciate our guests hopping on too, TGK in the building. Listen, man, we have his credentials down in the description. So if you guys can do us a huge favor also and follow him on both on Twitter and here on YouTube, guys, at TGK TV, guys. Please follow him on there. And like I said, guys, for us, if you're new to our channel, if you enjoy Mav content, so the one thing to do, y'all, hit that subscribe button, guys, and hit that notification bell for more Mav content. We're going to be back tomorrow as Dallas gets ready for Game 1 against the Golden State Warriors in the West Conference Finals. We're ready. I'm so ready, man. Ready to put our predictions to the test tomorrow, man. So y'all guys can join us here after that game as we do a post-game recap of that game. Also, if you enjoyed the content tonight, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that subscribe button. That would help us out a lot. The more likes we get, the better our algorithm picks up, and more Mad fans can find us on YouTube and join our Glow gang. So we definitely would appreciate that if you guys will subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit that like button. That will go a long way. Also, you guys can follow us right here. I can't point down. TGK. Follow us on We Talk Mavs on Twitter, guys. We're definitely active on there. Follow us at We Talk Mavs. Also, I know Daryl probably, I don't know if he's still in here, the man in the chair. That's our boss now. He says, follow us on Instagram at We Talk _Mavs. That's on Instagram, but on Twitter, it's We Talk Mavs, all one word. So, guys can do that for us too. That'll be a huge help. King, am I missing anything?
Please share. You already know. Please share to everybody you know. Let's get it to every Maverick fan we can get. And we also have some more special guests down the road as well, y'all. So be prepared for some awesome content.
Yes, sir. We definitely got some more collabs down the line. Still trying to get this round table going. We're gonna definitely get that going. Shout out to the others out there who we going to be working with in the future. Like I said, shout out to TGK, man, for hopping on with us, man. Got some Mavs in 6, huh? Yes, Mavs in 6. So probably had no Warrior fans in here tonight, man.
We need to press.
They're on the way.
They are, yeah. Especially if the Warriors win Game 1.
I mean, they win Game 1. So.
But the Draymond, another point about Draymond, I wanted to say to y'all: why don't guys press up on him when he's bringing the ball up the court?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Like, I don't feel like he's that great of a ball handler. So why
Look,
don't they press him?
He's like Jokic.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they don't press Jokic when he does it. Like I'm like, if he's coming up the court,
Oh, they were doing it to him though in that series. They were doing it to him,
Bro. Like,
everybody should do it.
I did this video when the Warriors went against the Raptors, or 2018, 2019, something like that. And in that video, I did my little prediction, right? I was like, I had the Raptors in 6. And I was like, this is the game plan they need to do. I was like, whatever it is, get the ball out of Draymond's hand. Like pressure him full court, get it out of his hand. And I think they sort of did it, but they didn't like go full-fledged with it. And that was even with they had KD before he got hurt. And I think he missed a couple games and played. He got hurt, unfortunately. But I was like, Raptors got this. As long as you nullify Draymond's impact offensively, it doesn't allow Curry to get going. It doesn't allow Clay to get going. It slows down their offense and it kills their rhythm. Draymond is the engine to that offense. And if you could just pressure it early on, get the ball out of his hands, and let the other guys do stuff that they're not used to doing, it's going to bode well for you. And I said that in that series, and everybody was like, oh, you crazy. And then you see who won it.
Yep.
That's a good point, bro.
Draymond's not that great of a ball handler. Like he's awesome in all of that, facilitating and all for his size, and but he's not that great of a ball handler, like dribbler.
Right.
So I don't know why don't you
great vision,
Yeah, take his cookies. Take his cookies. Like all day, if he's dribbling up the court, Reggie and them, the Dodo, go take his cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Let him use his offhand and get an offensive foul.
Yep.
Well, y'all heard it here. As y'all see, I got the Mavs in 6. TGK got the Mavs in 6, and King got the Mavs in 2. So we will catch our guys here again, like I said, here on tomorrow night for game 1. So same Mav time, same Mav channel, as y'all know. In here very, very soon.
Peace.
Hope this work, King.